Hello, and welcome to another video within the Mage venue. Living World of Darkness, yada 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 yada. We shall start the scene with one mage known as Ryan, something of a loner, or as of right now, not specifically dedicated himself to one tradition or another, or one ideology or another, but still with the understanding that his former mentor has delivered unto him, or something he had previously picked up, a tome, a grimoire, or of advanced studies, applications, recipes, fungal notes, and a lot of other stuff. But it has been meticulously stored in an encryption, a codex, very hard to decipher, very unyielding of its mysteries to him. But as of right now, he's going to try something. He's going to try calling for help. Throw that over to you, Aaron.
The way that Aaron is calling for help, he's not necessarily calling for help. What he is calling for is he wants to know the answer to a very important question, a question that has been bugging him for weeks now, a question that is always present in the back of his mind, and how he is going to attempt to get this question answered is, for the last couple of days, he has been gathering butterflies. The last butterflies of the season. Those butterflies that will not be seen again until spring is in full bloom. And taking the butterflies with him, he will strike a deal with their spirits. The deal is pretty straightforward. He is building a place where flowers can bloom, where he is helping build a place where flowers can bloom all year round. And should these butterflies carry his message, they will be welcomed and given a place to flourish within this eternal spring.
Okay. You are going out, you're venturing out. The cold air is sapping much of the life, the color out of this hemisphere, but you're able to collect a number of them. And as you parlay, as you speak to the animus of them, it seems like a small swarm of your collected butterflies actually seem to not glow, more like they coordinate themselves into a misnomerance of a larger butterfly that seems to heed your speech, each and your words thusly, and a message, and they will do more or less get the interpretation that they are accepting the agreement, accepting the offering, and will accept harbor in a safe storm, as it will, and they will deliver the codified message that is currently upon the mage, blah blah blah.
To those that can speak to spirits.
Pretty much. Those that can speak to spirits, those that can listen to spirits, those that can see spirits will definitely notice a larger than awkward opportunity. And by the way, hey, Bob's wishing for an end. Are we cool with that?
Sure.
Yeah, we're cool.
Do Okay. He's already here?
Hmm.
He's already here. Cool. Awesome. Okay, okay. We're gonna put this slightly on hold for a moment. Do 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 do. People with Spirit One, raise their hands. And when I mean raise their hands, I mean say, yeah, me.
Yeah, me. I have more than one, but I have. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Anybody else have spirit one?
Bob does not have Spirit. No, that's okay, okay.
I thought Bob had like one in all the spheres.
No, not all. Just however many I was given in starting dots.
Okay, okay, okay. Do 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 do. Maggie and I forget your name. Eric?
Um, yeah.
Describe something of your day, and if it would be terribly convenient for you guys to be seeing something at the same time, possibly with an archaeological conflict like, as a part of the backdrop, that would be really sweet and convenient for me. Hint.
Actually, you know what? I got this
Okay.
because it's in my blue looking.
Yay.
Um, Eric, as he's known to some, Ken, as he's known to others, has been eyeballing the Woolworth building for a while now.
Mhm.
Not because he's necessarily himself up to nefarious things, but because his Sifu, the exquisite sound of jewels, told him to go meet other mages and make nice. However, the mage he wants to meet in particular lives in a building that the last time he tried to enter it, well, didn't go so hot. So instead of Ose calling his one-time friend like an adult under the idea that he doesn't want to get this guy in trouble for revealing his association, he's been staring at this place from various shops and anywhere else he can vaguely seem innocuous, like a complete creep, probably arousing a lot of suspicion in the process, but he's been dense enough not to understand that people are probably on to him by now. And also dense enough not to have figured out a way inside the building, even though he's like across the street.
So, Maggie, Benny, think that's an invitation.
The building that he's talking about is the was formerly Rupert's, right?
Yeah, it's a thing that Tommy took over.
Okay. As Maggie is part of that unofficial, slightly official
Cabal.
cabal, she goes in and out roughly 2 to 3 times a week, dropping off various books into what I guess would be her room in the chantry. Dropping off books here and there, sometimes sleeping there, sometimes staying with Morgan, sometimes going back to Tommy's place. But since classes are now out for the winter break, she has had a lot more time to go in between the two. And since her run-in with Leah's family, she hasn't been going to Tommy's much lately, just to be sure.
He's like, oh, enlighten us. Did something happen?
Seems to be going around. So
He's
yeah,
like, keep going.
Becky. I guess if Eric's been watching this place, this is probably about the 4th or 5th time since like Tuesday that she's gone in and out of the building on a consistent basis, bringing books in but never anything out.
Eric sits at probably a small coffee shop, staring out the window while pretending to read the newspaper. Given his relative Dotson subterfuge, he is doing this super horribly. Like, have you ever seen someone who, like, only knows how to spy on things because of something they saw on a TV show?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like that. It's almost sad sitting next to his venti black coffee.
Okay. Maggie, do me a favor. Roll me either perceptions larceny or professions perception streetwise.
I have to see which one I can say yes to. Perception, streetwise. Perception, streetwise, it is.
Okay. Do it at difficulty. I'll say difficulty 5.
I got a success.
Okay. Hmm. You know, you know how sometimes a person, hmm, you know, buddy cop movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know that eventual scene there has to be in which the two investigators have finally found a target of the criminal realization, and they just sit in their fucking car looking at it, making wisecracks at each other.
Yes.
It looks like that one half of that two-part duo is currently in the bathroom, while the less experienced partner is currently making an ass of himself.
What? I was away from the computer. What did you just say?
He was like, you will have to see it in the rewind, man. Nothing to do with your character as of yet.
Oh, okay. It's like,
No. Aaron had just decided to walk out in the middle of the street without his clothes on. Okay. Getting you back in control.
What's he currently doing at the moment?
He currently seems to be trying to put his hoodie up into like a really awkward like one hole Z.
Really, man?
You said you were doing it as inappropriately and as terribly as possible.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say that it's that bad inside of, like...
Okay, I have two questions. One, is the sun still out? And two, is he specifically like reading a newspaper or something, trying to be inconspicuous but continuously looking up way too much?
Yes, that is what he is doing, and it's
Okay.
awkward.
Yes, it is currently noon.
So that means there's sunlight pouring in through that window?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a little coincidental magic.
And incidentally, yes, I rolled that.
She is going to tuck her hands behind her back and begin to make some of the symbols that she equates for heat. So that goes from a diff 5 to a diff 4, I think.
It's close enough within your paradigm to this thing is I know what this thing is. I mean, I know Eric doesn't know what he is, but I know what he is secretly.
Well, I don't know what he is. He's just a guy that's creeping on me, so...
Yeah, you can have it at difficulty 5. You can have it at difficulty 4 if you make subjective glances at him.
She's not making suggestive glances. She's just making heat.
Wait. No, scratch that. Are you making heat or are you just sensing heat?
What I am trying to do is focus some of that sunlight that's pouring in through the windows onto his newspaper.
Yeah, sure, that works for me.
Alright, diff 5 or 4?
I'll give it to you diff 5 if you take your time, diff 4.
Alright, so she'll take her time since he's not making any effort to not do any because he's not making an effort to really do anything. So she'll take her time, and wow,
Boom, motherfucker. You have complete control of that single ray of sunlight. They seem to be bouncing inconsequentially off like a random not streetlight, mirror reflection probably from one of those big trucks. Yeah, definitely. It has to be that one. Go ahead.
all right. So as he's sitting there and he's like giving the stiffy one eye to Maggie and the general area in front of the building, she's sitting there, sort of on a park or on a bench or on like a one of those giant concrete like stoops for like a flower box or something like that, and she's just sitting there with her arms behind one of her arms behind her back, sort of making the gesture, and she's sort of like rubbing her thumb over the bridge of her forefinger, and it just keeps going, and she focuses her eyes on that mirror, and that light gets just a little bit more concentrated and a little bit more concentrated, and before you know it,
You're going to burn the paper, aren't you?
that that paper ignites
Yay.
like it's under a magnifying glass.
Yeah, Eric's not happy about this. He, he's trying to do his thing, and he looks down, and there's a bunch of paper on fire in front of him. And oh crap! Oh crap! And he does the first thing he can think of, which is to dump his coffee on it. I don't know
That
if
coffee hot?
no, by now it's lukewarm. He's been neglecting the crap out of it.
Oh, okay.
There is currently wet ash upon the table. One of the waitresses sort of looks over. Is like, meh, spilled coffee. Need a refill?
Um, uh, no, I'll clean this up, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I don't really know what happened. Coincidentally, that's true.
It's okay. She does, and makes sort of a in reference what would assume to be a joint between your fingers, and just use a whistling noise. It happens.
Yeah. Eric does his best to try to clean it up. He likely gets shooed off by the person who actually works there at some point. But once he's there, he's got 0 newspapers and 0 cups of coffee. Not that he was really drinking it. He sighs to himself and he goes outside the shop. What does that make this now? Like day 13 and jack shit? Great.
I'm a phone. Be a human being.
Oh man.
Okay,
Rubs
Maggie, the culmination of your master plan is beginning.
Well, we're gonna see how much more we can fuck with this guy since he's clearly being a peeping Tom. So, just gonna watch and watch and watch, and we'll wait to see what he does.
Okay, next move.
He takes a look at the building and thinks on it for a minute. He understands that he's probably not even going to be allowed back into the temple until later. At this point, it's the start of the weekend. The monks don't want to deal with him and his obsessive overtraining right now. Okay. I look left, I look right. What do I see? What am I going to do? Could buy another newspaper. Fuck that. Alright, screw it. And he takes his phone out of his pocket. It's not a very advanced phone. This was a phone that was more or less given to him by the temple. But it's good enough. And he dials in the only number he knows because he deleted the work number a long time ago now, didn't he? And it happens to be Arn's.
Arn's It rings a couple of times until it finally picks up. And you hear a whole bunch of scuffling and what sounds like cloth moving. Oh,
Um, hey,
hello?
it's me. I I guess you know me by the name Eric, right?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
I'm sorry I cleared out like that. Shit happened.
It's fine.
I guess apparently I'm not supposed to use my name anymore. They're all calling me Ken now. But did Tommy ever figure out that we met?
I told her. She's been busy.
You know that moment where you realize that something you've been working on for a while now was completely pointless?
Um, okay. What are you
I
going on about?
the person in charge of me wanted me to go out and meet, well, other people like us, and well, she was on the list, but I didn't want to get you in trouble, but I couldn't figure out how to get in the building. And also something set on fire right in front of me.
Okay. Um,
Um,
give me 10 minutes. I'll be down.
okay.
And Aaron is going to get dressed. Um, very differently than he normally does. Instead of the jeans and the t-shirt, he puts on the suit that Tommy bought for him. He ties his hair back and exits the building.
Okay, question is, does he bump into Maggie, or does Maggie cleverly stand to the side?
Well, here's the thing: is I got about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Uh, um, Maggie's looking at this guy now and the way he's acting. Um,
You know what other kinds of people stalk buildings of possible mages and will talk on cell phones to shadowy individuals and then make complacent
don't.
calls?
Oh God. Oh no.
It's like, I didn't put anything in your head. You did that job all on your own.
No, she's paranoid enough. Um, gonna walk up to him. Not really. I mean, just kind of like in passing, blending. Just walking with the crowd. She's gonna try and kill Grave him.
What is killgraving?
Give him an impulse that he has to act on, or at least try to. Because you
Okay.
can do that with Mind 2, I believe.
Mm, you give him the impulse that it's like this. You can create an impression upon an object or upon a person. And it's not exactly a direct thing. Direct things are more like number three. But what do you want to give him?
Let's see. I can give it like a flash of rage.
Mm-hmm.
Single words are emotional impulses to another.
Yeah, yeah.
The simpler the emotional context, the easier it is. It is easy to project or receive, but complex stew of reflective melancholy presents a challenge to inexperienced mind mages.
Yeah, yeah. So what are we going here with?
Walk. If he's facing towards the street, walk.
Okay. Do. What you want is a sense of wanderlust, and you want to direct it someplace. Okay,
Yes.
this is the emotion that you want. Do. This is what I'm going to say. It's a level 2 ability, plus 3. Okay, that makes it 5. I'm going to give it plus 1 because of slightly suicidal, I believe. But you can start bringing it down with a focus tool time quint.
She'll do a quick doodle on her arm of David Tennant
Okay.
because of art. I love that focus. And she'll probably say in a terrible English, or she'll just kind of mumble to herself in a terrible English accent. And she'll go ahead and blow a point of quint. Why not?
Okay. So you're at 6. You take it down with a focus on art. Take it down with a point and quint. And you are currently at 4. If you actually went up and whispered the words into his ear, I would give you difficulty 3.
Alright, she'll do that. And
Okay.
she'll just, as she walks by, she'll sort of lean in one direction and just say, walk.
Okay. Do.
I mean, unless, playing traffic is a little bit too blatant.
No. I'll just go with it, and I'll give him what he gets based on the roll.
Okay. Alright. Spending a point of willpower.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. She thinks you're technocracy. She thinks you're G-Man.
I mean, whatever happens, happens. It's a video game, dude.
Wow. 4 successes.
Okay. Now, we're going to put you on hold for a moment. I'm going to go over here to Bob. In your daily ramblings as you're about to visit your new friend or old friend, depending on your look about it, at this woman that seems to have very neon hair, very hip to the treads and fashion savers, sort of just stumbles along a little bit like a drunken an asshole, scribbling something on her hand. And then when she passes, she leans in kind of closer to you, and you get the impression that the street is currently safe to walk. I mean, the road before you is currently safe and is open to your footsteps.
Well, dang. There I go then? Question mark.
Okay. I'm gonna roll some fate dice real quick.
Okay.
It's like, ambivalent. Okay. Do. Roll me a athletics dex. Difficulty do 7.
Rolling. After I stare at my character sheet for a second. Sorry. Well, I don't necessarily know what's coming my way, but will lightning reflexes end up counting?
I will say yes for the moment.
Okay.
I see 2 successes. Okay. So as you're walking, as you make the walk, a taxi faring car just sort of right in front of you. Meanwhile, you have almost the instinctive reaction to just go ahead and slam on the hood and say, "You're walking here."
I get. Is there anything I can do to resist starting a fight?
You can roll your willpower, just calm your ass down.
Oh, okay. That's what I'll do.
It's like, is there a particular flaw this is coming off of, or this is just basically I'm pissed off right now?
That's a good question. I only got 1 success.
Okay. You're pissed off. This guy nearly ran you over during this perfectly safe street. He was obviously in the wrong way, in the wrong place.
Damn it. Considering he's trying to meet someone at the moment, it's probably not worth it to beat up a random cab driver. That being said, he's going to take another look at this street, considering he almost got run over.
Okay. Do, do, do. Rolling.
Usually a fairly reasonable reaction to nearly getting run over is to examine how that happened.
Okay. So your initial interpretation of the street being more or less empty, safe to crossover, you realize that although it is not the busiest street, there is currently a flow of traffic. Like every do 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 5 seconds or so, a car will come by. And you just go on passing through. And actually, you stopping this grab driver has caused kind of a line, and people are kind of pissed off about it.
Gonna get away from that right now.
As it just completing the crossing the street.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're doing that then.
Like,
I'm a dick.
It's okay.
Eh.
Yeah, we'll complete crossing the street then.
Okay. Do you have mind? Of course you have fucking mind. Do
Yeah.
me a favor and roll me your perception plus mind.
Okay. I'm sorry I have to keep stopping to stare at my character sheet. I've only done a few scenes with this guy.
No, it's understandable. Roll here to learn.
There you go, 3 successes. Well, actually, I don't know the diff, so...
No, that's a fair enough diff.
Okay.
You get the impression that someone has left something in your head, like a pebble or something very innocuous at the moment. But if you had enough time to really study it, like make it a retail for it, you might be able to discover something.
Well, let's see what my Arate of 1 does for me, huh?
Go ahead. It's not exactly going to be a difficult roll.
Well, let's see. Wow.
Okay then. Inside the confines of your head, and you see an impression, and what looks like a doodle of David Tennant. And the implied idea of safety on an unsafe road.
Eric is decidedly upset about this. He's had something like this, but with a more positive effect done to him before, quite openly. He is unhappy because he just realized that somebody just tried to murder him.
Well, when you put it like that.
And his fists clench for a minute, and he looks absolutely furious because this now makes the second time that someone's actually tried to murder him, and the third time that someone or a group of people he doesn't know might, try to kill him. And this has just been piling up ever since he discovered this brand new world of magic.
Kind of makes you wish you want to go back to sleep, doesn't it?
That's it. Next time he tells me, no, you can't withdraw all the things, I'm just going to punch him in the dick. I'm going to punch him in the dick, and I'm going to take him anyway. Because this is bullshit.
This is fucking beautiful. Thank you, guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead and speed up a little bit. Aaron, you're currently on the street, and Eric is right there. He seems a bit agitated.
Arn's gonna walk over to his friend acquaintance thing.
I like how you call him a thing.
Hey.
You notice that he's dressed in the same suit that he was before. However, where his hair wasn't tied up, it is tied up, and it is actually braided. It's in like a tight braid that goes down his neck to about the middle of his back. On the lapel of his suit, he is wearing a white rose.
Eric looks exactly like he did the day you met him, except his knuckles seem a lot more calloused. and he looks a lot more tired. But the agitation that was going on when he sees you just seems to exit. It's replaced with something else quite briefly, before he just kind of shakes his head for a minute. Oh, sorry, someone tried to kill me again.
What do you mean someone tried to kill you again?
I mean, 1 minute I'm standing there on the street, and the next minute somebody says something, and well, I get the urge to go play in traffic.
Who said something to you?
Is Maggie still in the area?
Maggie's sitting over on a bench reading a magazine.
He nods towards Maggie. That one. That one. Not armed right now. Wanna be.
Are and at this point, he's trying very hard not to smile. He's trying very hard not to smile. Are you sure it was her?
Nobody else talked to me. Nobody else.
No one
when
ever
people-
talks to Eric.
Well, when people tend to talk to me or lay their fucking hands on me like the guy in the casino, shit gets popped into my head. I don't even know how to stop them.
What's the current what is the current Fine then, as he smiles. We are going to try a little something here. Maggie, you messed with a friend of mine.
Thought I was your friend, buddy.
You were, but you messed with a friend of mine.
By the way, is this in character or out of character?
This is out of character really quick.
Okay.
Alright. Trent, tell me if I can do this.
Okay.
What Aaron is going to do is he is going to shout Maggie's name. But he is going to focus the shout using forces directly to Maggie's head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are about to start something I don't think you can finish.
Okay. You have a little bit of life, so talking is not going to be a problem, I believe. So what you're trying to do is shout and then amplify that shout to be a horrifying, deafening tone in the head region.
Basically, I'm saying, like, I'm shouting her name, but I'm focusing the sound waves specifically to Maggie.
Okay. Is this meant to harm or to piss off?
This is meant to startle.
Okay. I'm going to use shouting as the focus this here. So goes to a 5 effect, drops down to 4. So if you can give me anything else, I'll give you the down. I'll give it down. I'll drop down to 3.
He is going to pull up the sleeve of his suit, and he's going to unwrap the bracelet that is wrapped around his right hand.
Oh god, this is awesome.
The pendant of Thor's hammer, and he's going to wink over at Eric, and he's going to place the pendant around his neck.
Okay then. Make me a retail roll, difficulty 3. Do.
2 successes.
Okay.
Good sir.
Really quickly, Vinny, how much time do you have again?
Hmm?
Did you say you had to leave in like 10 minutes or 20 minutes?
No, I never said I had to leave anywhere.
Oh, okay.
In character, he had 10 minutes. That's why he was going to fuck with Eric.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay, fair
yeah.
enough. Oh,
Here's
my
the question
apology.
I have: Can I counterweave his magic?
Do do you have any sights up right now?
Not currently, no, but I do have awareness.
Roll me awareness then. I'll make it difficulty 7.
Because I think this is about to get ready to turn into a battle of anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Um, 4 whopping dice. Hey, 2
Okay.
successes.
Okay. Someone's about to do magic! And it's coming from that direction! You looked on the street, it looks like Aaron is preparing the spell, but unfortunately, you do not get enough successes to actually do anything in this round, because he's the initiator.
Mhm.
And suddenly, inside of their head, there's just the cacophony of bouncing around of hammers, da da da, each one punctuated in a very civil of your name, right in your head, and you're currently deafened for the next hour.
Hour. I didn't intend to do that. Just
Hey,
startle.
quiet, you. I'm having fun here. Basically, your
Oh,
hearing perceptions are at +2 difficulty.
so you decided to deafen her, huh?
That is not my intention. I meant to startle, that's all.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm having fun here. Unintentional consequences are of magic.
Hmm. Well then, she's gonna get up, probably wipe the blood off the side of her head that's coming out of one of her ears.
Nah.
Her face does not look amused. As she gets up, she presses the button for the crosswalk, waits for the traffic to stop. She walks over, and her eyes are fixed on Aaron at this point.
He's like, man, I wish I could just walk across, but this is obviously a dangerous street. Who would think this was safe to cross on?
And she's gonna walk right up to Aaron. She's gonna look him dead in the eye, and she's just gonna whisper. Only when she uses her force's
Sorry,
effect,
what? We can't hear what you're saying. You have to speak louder.
doesn't matter how loud she's saying it, she's making just enough audible noise to say his name in a whisper, but she's adding prime too.
Okay, what is the intention of the effect that you're about to pull off? And Aaron, do you allow her to get this close to you?
When she's within earshot, it was like, why did you try to make Eric kill himself?
What?
It's probably good she can't hear you. Somebody told me I'm supposed to use a different name anyway. He tries to like get her attention, just like, hey, hey.
Ouch. So yeah, charging a whisper to a vibration forces effect with a bit of prime too.
Okay. My question is this meant to harm or is this meant to bug the shit out of him?
She wants to put a lasting vibration in his head.
Okay.
Sort of that, like his ears start to ring and it vibrate. It's kind of like having, like you bitten down onto like a sonic toothbrush.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say. Do. The initial shock, what you meant as a whisper and as you intended, it gives like ding, 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 everything inside his head frame for a moment, but then it just sort of dulls down very quickly, and there is a buzzing in your head right now. You're not deaf, but this is causing a distraction.
Hmm.
The mage venue, ladies and gentlemen. And while that's going on, Maggie is going to cure her deafness.
Did you do life 2?
Yeah.
That's probably a smart move. So that's a difficulty.
-2 difficulty, I can go down to 3 bare minimum, so
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. 3 successes.
Okay, okay, okay. Hey,
Ma,
quickly,
Well,
ma.
quickly describe what you're doing. Are you putting like your fingers into your eardrums? Are you like painting a big red flower, like the one right in front of you, with little bits of teeth and claws that meant to kill you into your ear?
She's sort of rubbing the area just below her ear, or on the back side of her earlobes, for a gesture.
Okay, I'll go with that.
And then she's gonna look at Aaron. You're a dick.
I didn't try to kill anyone.
I thought he was a G-man. He was creeping.
Look, people, please.
Stop trying to kill me.
Look, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sorry.
Why do you
I
have to
just-
spread your hate crimes around here, you narc?
What the fuck?
He looks confused for a moment. Look, I just didn't want to get him in trouble. And,
She is gonna shout out, "Hate crimes!"
oh, fuck it, I gotta go. He starts trying to escape because this has gotten out of hand now.
Maggie, what are you doing?
Keeping the tower safe.
He's a friend of mine.
Well, why didn't you say that?
I just did.
No, continue, pretend I'm not even here.
Why did you try to kill a friend of mine?
I didn't try and kill him. I mean, that was just left up to fate. I just wanted him to go that way. And she points down the street.
You wanted him to play in traffic.
I said walk.
That
If I wanted to have him kill himself, I would have had him just ram his head into that newsstand we were standing over there with over and over again.
why can't anyone ever just be an adult and just a human being and say, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Well, because if he is a G-man, could end up with, a neuralizer in my face. And a probe up my butt.
If he was a G-man, do you think I'd still be standing here?
Maybe you've been indoctrinated. Maybe you're participating in his hate crimes.
Meanwhile, this poor guy has no idea what the fuck these two are even on about. He's just extremely self-conscious because she was screaming hate crimes in the middle of the
Middle of
Okay.
fucking New York City.
Look, people, come on. I get it. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I don't know who these people are, but they're obviously something to be nervous about, adding to my mounting list of people who are probably trying to kill me. So, can
And
we
there's a whole bunch of them.
can we not? Okay, at least in the middle of the block. I know I can't go in the house, learn that the hard way, but can we not right out
Let me
here?
see your
Potty
wrist.
trained.
Let me see your wrists.
He's gonna slit him.
She's looking right at him.
I'm gonna regret this. And he
All right.
actually does it.
She is going to, what would I use to get a lie detector test? Mine too?
Do any number of things. You can try reading his aura as he's speaking.
How about a mind to life effect? To go for triggers of stress of
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
active
do.
lying. Yeah.
Do what you're doing is a basic aura reading, but because you're also using components of light, like feeling his heartbeat, heat, and thus the ambient stress in the area. What would be typically a difficulty 4 goes up by 1. Yeah, I'll give you a difficulty 4.
All right, 2 successes. She's
Okay,
gonna
okay.
stare directly into his eyes. Are you a G-man?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Do you have
Fusion.
Do you have ill intent against the people that live in this tower?
Do you live in this tower?
That's not my question. Answer my question.
This is entirely dependent on whether you live in this tower. You specifically, because I really don't like you.
It's like you're feeling a little bit of hostility, but still more confusion.
I sometimes live here.
Eh. And he glances at Aaron. And I'll give this to you because you're like lie detecting him. You know how there's eustress and distress? Like the difference between the two?
What?
Eustress being what you experience when you're doing something that you get excited about that you really like, and distress being along the same lines in your central nervous system, but for things that are trying to murder you. When he looks at Aaron, you get this huge spike of eustress, and then he looks back at you, and it goes back to distress.
Okay. So hold on a second. So Maggie, do you have any dozen in psychology?
No.
Okay. So when he looks over at Aaron, you get the impression that he's really into him, and when you look at you, he's really not into you.
Meanwhile, Aaron has his pinky in his ear going, "Mop."
Oh shit! She'll say mischief managed and dispel the effect.
Yeah, good enough.
Looks back at Eric. Answer my question, yes or no, or I'm going to make you believe you're a frog for the next 3 days.
You get the impression he really doesn't want that to happen, so... Look, no. Just here to meet people. That's it.
It's like, yeah, he's just here to meet someone, maybe have a beer or two, go on a date or something, and maybe settle down, have a nice little family with a white picket fence with a certain someone right behind you.
Why are you acting like a goddamn peeping Tom?
That's a complicated question that you really don't want me to answer out here. It's pretty dumb, actually.
Like, Maggie, roll me another mind effect real quick.
3 successes.
Okay. He seems a little neurotic. It's like like in a normal person, things usually go a different way, but for him, there seems to be a combination of nervousness and a slightly neurotic behavior that is predating into this.
Okay. Gonna roll one more mind effect. She's just gonna say, "Follow me."
Okay. So Eric, as he keeps doing this, there's a person behind you actually. Not a person really, more like a presence. Essence. As the voices tell you, hey kid, don't feel hey kid, you gotta put your block. You gotta put up your block, man. Put up your dukes. You can't keep taking these punches in the face. You gotta put up your dukes.
Oh.
Roll
I
your
suppose
retain
that's
rating.
the prompt. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Statistics. 5. I don't know what a 5 does, but 5.
Maggie, as you're trying to do this next thing, you try to send your probe in there. You were actually initially met with a lot more resistance than what you typically
Hey,
would
Trent.
have. Yes.
Not like 5 successes. I mean, I rolled the number 5 on my 1 dot of arete.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You notice that as you're trying to get into his mental idea, you see what looks like to be a boxing stance of someone putting up his to do forearms above his head as if preparing for something to try to swipe at him. But you're able to sort of punch through it a bit.
Okay. Have I punched through it enough that I have a hold of his mind? Am I visualizing my essence wrapped around the
Like,
core of his head?
first off, Maggie, no, back off. Off, no. Down, boy, down. Spray the bottle, spray the bottle. Second, for that amount of overt control, you need a mind 3. But you're able to sort of guide him a bit more. What's the impression you want to give him?
Just that he really needs to follow me.
Okay. So what you're trying to impress upon him is that you're a loyal person. You're not the bad guy here. You're not the bad guy. How about that?
Yeah, sure. And by the way, Aaron, you could probably sense this shit going off right next to you.
Yeah, in which case a hand is going to come and place on your shoulder, and it's going to say, let's at least pretend we're human. Ask first.
She'll raise a brow and look at Aaron. Look back at Eric. You need to follow me if we're gonna talk.
Okay. I'm gonna put this slightly on hold for the moment because I feel this scene is going to move to another setting, which is good, and hopefully it continues the plot a bit. I'm having a wonderful time with this, yes, but there seems to be Flavi, Corey. Okay.
Okay, I'm back because I was just on my bed waiting for whatever. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take a brief departure from this scene for a moment and go to this over here. There's a butterfly wandering around. Where do you live right now? All right, the
Black Crow.
Dream Speakers, right? Okay.
Yeah, the Black Crow.
What do you remember of the apprentice known as Morgan?
Besides the fact that she usually just is one of the salespeople that is in the actual Crow's bookshop.
Yeah.
I really don't know anything else because the interaction with her is kind of minimal to non-existent.
Okay. Do. You notice that Morgan seems to be holding. You're coming in one of these days because it's your fucking shift, or you need to do something, or you need to pick up a spell book or something. But you notice the cashier, Morgan, just sort of holding what looks to be a rather live butterfly in her hands. Looks at it quizzingly, annoyed. Looks at you, looks at the butterfly, looks at you, looks at the butterfly. Hey, earned your keep. Figure that thing out.
I always do. And he looks at the butterfly, I guess, and what
Mm-hmm.
what about it?
He's like, The butterfly speaks in the Macklin tone. The message that we have been thoroughly thrusting upon everyone. What is the name of the Ravenna that lives on
Montauk.
Montauk? There you go.
Okay. Google search Monta.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but Montauk is an island off of Long Island in New York State, right?
Montauk, yeah, it's an area of Long Island that is like on the northeast end of Long Island.
Okay, okay, okay. Do. That's the information you get.
The only one that I knew of that should be still here was Tom. He's awake. He goes quickly and gets his gear, puts on the braces that he received from Leah, and gets his backpack on with his usual assortment of light and lighting equipment, because he's a bit paranoid about the whole shadow bullshit, and goes upon his moped and starts going towards that region.
Okay. Do. Is there anything specifically else that you want to do, or any other preliminary investigation? And did you want to interact with any of the characters, or items, or beings here?
So far, the way I see, I'm prepping my bag with the whole flashlight, torchlight, whatever you want to call it, all of the types of things that can bring light, because that's what in his mind he's been thinking of, light. And he's putting on. I am declaring him this in scene. He is putting on the bracelet that he received from Leah, and I. Let's see. I have two active effects on, which is the
Look, I'm not
my.
really worried about the active effects. I know they're in your blue booking. That's fun. I'm asking, is there anything in the current setting of the bookstore that you want to look at before you move scenes?
Uh, I'm going to actually get a book about butterflies.
Okay. Although where butterflies seem to be associated with different ideas and interpretation, but they also seem to be the idea of wind messengers of a new life or new spring. It's a little odd to see the in this far into winter. Enter. Hmm,
Mhm.
possibly could be something more in there if you really wanted to check, but
Okay, I'm going to make a. Let's see. This would be from his dream speaker lore to see what connection the spirits might have with the butterfly spirits would have with mages, just so that or mage lore, depending on what you want.
roll it.
Okay, and or what?
No, because you're taking your time.
Yeah, this is a prep. So let's see what I have. One, two, three.
Okay, okay. There's nothing really specific. I mean, some mages take up certain different odd paradigms or odd ideas. The idea of a butterfly is typically met with the idea of first being a caterpillar, and the idea of reborning, of reincarnation, and such and such of those ideas. Yes, but nothing specifically is adding up at the moment with this butterfly and its weird ass message. Besides the idea that maybe it's forbidden and that has a certain crux towards reincarnation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to do an int cosmology to see what the butterfly would be in most associated through a more esoteric standpoint. Okay, that would be 7. And I have 3 successes.
To do ideas of bugs, ideas of a winged animal, stuff like that. It's not exactly an aggressive thing. Definitely think something of growth, flower, or yada yada yada. This is not a harbinger of destruction or something like that.
Hmm. Okay. Everything that I know of so far would indicate that it's technically a good thing ish. So far, the only things that I can do that I know of, I know where it is. I know it's in Long Island, in that particular region. Is it where I used to live or near it?
I would say no, because I don't run this, because this is something completely different to what you're thinking it is.
Okay, cool. It's somewhere in Long Island. I'm going to investigate because a weird butterfly came onto a fellow apprentice and she's busy with the bookstore while I'm just, I finished something out from another bookstore and I'm here on this one, so it's kind of like, oh, whatever. So
Mm,
I'm doing my thing, I'm contributing, so I already said what I'm prepping. I'm going. I
okay,
don't have
okay,
anything
cool.
else. So off
Alright, alright.
away on my Best Buy go. Roll, roll, roll.
Putting, okay, we're gonna put a little tiny there. Click. Go over here. Hey guys, you guys at the park yet?
Um, we paused before we left. Like
Yeah, go, keep going,
Maggie
keep going.
was leaving, so or Maggie was leading Eric, so we could talk.
Inside. Into the building.
Eric expresses a severe reluctance to go back in that building.
Um, hold on. All right. Um, Aaron's gonna basically tap Maggie on the shoulder.
We're not talking about public sushi now.
The last time that we did this, the last time that I brought Eric into the building, it had a very violent reaction to him.
Were you all trying to break in?
No, I was just trying to bring him. He needed a place to heal, so I was bringing him to safety.
Question, Trent, was this due to the wards?
Do you know of the wards?
Yes, I have to be able to go in and out.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, do me a standard wits check. And difficulty 4.
2 successes.
Okay. You can interpret that he may have had a reaction to the ward. I mean, the numbers and situations that are in place. I mean, you know what Maggie does. You know what Maggie's permission have in there.
Well, she's not in control of the permissions, so she just kind of like rubs the side of her head.
But
No.
there is a place that that one of you has to be that is summarily quiet enough. What you guys want to do?
Come on. My shop isn't far away.
Sure, why not? Hell, I like this idea. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Okay. Let me just backtrace this one conversation for information.
Hmm?
Uh,
What?
okay. 1 second. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyways, as you guys are going to the shop, nothing really as important is happening as of the moment. Do 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 do. Yes, routinely make it to the shop. Good job.
Aaron will unlock it and walk in, leaving the door open for Maggie and Eric, or Maggie and Ken, as it were,
Yeah.
and shut the door. Make sure the close sign is visible, and sort of walk over, pop himself up on the counter. So, can we now discuss something like human beings?
We're not human beings, she says as she goes and finds a place to sit.
Uh,
Really? Because, I mean,
it was put to me as something like enlightenment.
not talking about that. So, what did you need to discuss? We need to make it quick. I have somewhere I need to be.
Looking over at Eric expectantly.
Look, they just told me to go out and meet other people like me, and well, I don't know, make it nice, I guess. But
And you decided to act like a goddamn creeper.
look, the building won't let me in. It was the next kind of check on the block, really. I knew of this Tommy person, and
Okay, so if I'm getting this straight, you know him.
yeah,
He knows me. He knows Tommy. And you never thought maybe, hey, ring, 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 banana phone. Let's call the red-haired dude with an odd sense of style and see if any of the people that live in the tower that I'm creeping on may come out and talk to me instead of sitting there and looking like a freaking Men
Look,
in Black reject.
and Eric's face flushes visibly. Look, he said something about Tommy getting mad at him for picking up strays, and I didn't want to get him in trouble, okay?
You, hmm.
Aaron has a bag of jelly beans in his hand.
She's gonna look. Do you understand mind magic at all?
Hmm?
She's looking at Eric at this point. You understand mind magic?
Man,
Yeah.
not
You know you can use it to fuel up your brain pad and expand your. You can use it to expand your cognitive abilities. You understand that, right?
um,
I think so.
not really. I mean, I get instincts sometimes, but that's about all the guidance I really get.
She looks over at Aaron. Have you? Is he like an apprentice to you, or
No, he's
are
not.
you just letting him flap around like a fish on the pier?
Somebody else picked me up.
But what happened? I came across this guy 2, 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, more like a month now.
Mm-hmm.
About to get his ass whooped by Who were those? What were those fuckers' names? Jenny and the Sharks?
I don't. I mean, I don't really think they have a fucking name. They just all go to the same school.
Oh, Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. Got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I stepped in. He got beat up pretty badly, so I was going to bring him to the tower and introduce him to Tommy. The tower had a problem with him being there, and so he spent a couple of days healing up in my back room.
Do you know that Tommy doesn't have, as far as I know, she doesn't have the ability to heal others?
No, but at the same time,
Did
I
you bother
figured
to ask?
I told her about him.
So you
And
brought him there for healing, not even knowing if she was able to do that.
it's not what I meant. I meant to bring him to a place that was safe for people like us.
She's gonna pull one of the cigarettes out from the little box, light it. Okay. You, and she points to Eric, you need to learn stuff. Learn things. Learn triggers better than anything else. Because if I'd gotten wind that you were magically inclined and I thought you were a G-man, I wouldn't pull any punches.
I still don't even know what that is. Like, I mean, I live at the temple, but they always kind of shove me out the door at a certain hour and tell me to go do what she told me to.
Hmm.
I mean, she doesn't tell me shit, man. She just says, go learn. Yeah, go learn how to get my ass kicked. As fucking usual.
So ram your face into someone else's fist until knowledge happens?
Yeah, me and her are gonna have a talk about that.
Maybe you should tell her to go fuck herself and look for an actual teacher.
Eric shrugs his shoulders. I really don't got anybody else, and he's not lying. I kind of have issues out on my own. Those people have been chasing me for months.
Have you tried fire?
He
That's
looks interested.
deadpan, just deadpan serious on her face.
And here's the screwy part. Eric looks very interested in this opportunity.
Fire, you say?
Fire, lots of it, specifically centered around them.
I I can't really do much with this. Puts his fingers up in air quotes power. I can see stuff, but that's all I really got going for me. I tried to keep you from
What kind of
getting in my head, but
what kind of store does Aaron run?
Flower shop.
Does it have like a drink machine or anything like that? Like like a cooler where someone can buy a 20 ounce of like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he has a thing in the back in to the side that has a whole bunch of like herbal teas and stuff.
All right, she's gonna grab one of those, pop it, guzzle it down
Hey,
until the bottle's empty. She'll hold up a finger when he's going, "Hey." She's literally doing the Archer, holding a finger up while drinking. And then she takes the bottle, sets it in front of Eric. Fill that up with kerosene, gasoline, ethanol, whatever. It's a good start.
oh, okay. He just kind of takes the bottle and puts it in the front pocket of his hoodie.
just gonna blink a few times and then look to Aaron.
Aaron points a thumb up at a price board that says drinks $1.50.
She'll reach into her pocket and pull out like 7 quarters with a whole bunch of other sort of change and just kind of drop them on the table and start shuffling out 6 quarters.
Gotta run a business.
No, don't run a business. That's a trap, man.
Anyway.
But it's like I said, man. I just sometimes it turns on, I can see stuff, and sometimes I can turn it on and try to keep people from repeatedly mind fucking me. But that's
All
all I
right,
got.
this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go back to your place. You're gonna tell your teacher that she's a bad teacher and that you're tired of getting your ass kicked. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna come with me, and I'm gonna give you a real basic rundown of shit. And we're gonna learn how to make your on switch go to an off switch and then back to an on switch at will.
He's like, are you guys talking about sex? Because that's all I'm hearing right now.
Eric's just kind of riding the wave here.
If you can't control your magic, I'll just smack you in the head with the back, or in the back of the head with a yardstick. How's that sound?
At least it'd take up my time that I'm supposed to send out here instead of me wandering around nearly getting killed by fucking people. So that's cool.
Because if I had, put you in the middle of traffic and something had happened to you and I found out, hey, not a G-man, that would have been a really bad day.
But you
Just-
were willing to take that risk anyways, without prior knowledge.
Eric
That
realizes
makes you feel like a dick.
Not as much as you might think.
Look, I'm just an apprentice with the Akashihana, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Well, okay then.
I don't want to get involved with your killer kung fu wolf bitch or whatever the hell you're into.
She really doesn't kill shit. She just shoves me into a fucking jungle naked every now and again and tells me, go for it, champ.
She sounds like a keeper. Maggie rolls her eyes.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Me and her are gonna have
Is
another
there
talk.
not one master, one mage with enough knowledge to teach people that isn't a dick? I mean, Rupert, whoever he's training under, Rupert again, up until he died.
God, how many people are trying to kill? And he kind of waves his hand around the room. Us.
Well, there's us,
Technocracy.
the technocracy. Those are the G-men, bad dudes. Anally probe you, from what I hear. They anally probe you and steal your magic.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't know about that, but I'll add it to the list. Oh, they're like, I'm so sorry, Robert.
No, it's like I didn't know the second part.
Yeah. Oh, there's the park people. The werewolves. Those are fun people. Try and punch your head in. Before
Don't
they.
vampires.
Oh, and the vampires. Yeah, vampires. Whew, never actually met one. Gonna assume
Yeah,
that they're bad.
Demons.
there was one fun day where Jewel kind of alluded to other creatures, but she didn't get into detail, and you can see the color draining from Eric's face.
Okay, stay out of the park unless you want to deal with 9-foot tall death machines. Unless you manage
Unless
to get
that's
one.
Bend it down.
What?
At night. You can go there during the day.
I really wouldn't right now. They seem to be going through a rough patch. Someone in their family, and she air quotes, died recently. So they're all like woe is me, um, burn the world, that sort of thing.
Okay, violent werewolves, cool. Where do I not go for vampire shit?
I have no idea. Stay out of any place that's dark.
Will do.
If a woman is hitting on you, gonna look at what's his appearance?
It's like 2.
Woman's hitting on you, probably trying to suck your blood. So stay away from that.
That's and he turns like bright red. That's probably not going to be a problem.
No. Here's the thing. It's like, if a woman comes up to you, mind fucks you, and then tells you to drop your pants, and then goes down on you, and then you feel very, very weak in the knees, that's probably a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally going to take that as his his inner voice telling him this. If you're okay with that.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, and he says to no one in particular, well, thanks for that enlightening fucking detail.
Oh,
So-
you want the image? Here's the image.
Nefandi, don't forget those.
Oh yeah, the dark
know what?
ones. Yeah. By the way, sometimes some of us go bad, and when I say bad, like, hey, how does world-ending terribleness sound?
Great. Fuck. Me and my
Child
Sifu.
sacrifice, that sort of thing.
Me and my Sifu are going to have a long, long talk.
Yeah, your Sifu's kind of a dick.
I'm beginning to agree with you.
In fact, wait, so your Sifu's kind of a cunt.
Let's gloss over that. That's something I'll take care of. I'm going to put it this way. It seems like good old Takagi and his merry band of assholes are the least of my worries.
Yeah,
No.
just next time you have problems with them, tell me. I'll make them think that they're ponies, and then we can ride around on them and have a good old time.
And it's like his stock in Maggie is shooting up as she just talks about humiliating his enemies. That
I mean,
sounds great.
what's the best thing in life?
Apparently what you just described.
To destroy your enemies
She's gonna point at Aaron and smile.
and hear the lamentations of them.
To see them driven before you.
Okay. Christ. He puts a hand on his forehead. This has been enlightening. Damn. If you're any example, and he kind of gestures at Maggie, I probably don't want to meet this Tommy person.
Well, let me put it to you like this. I am Darth Zana, she's Darth Bane.
I flew right over my head. I saw like the original trilogy, man.
She's gonna take her phone out and just throw it at him. Google it.
He Googles it.
Tommy
Wow.
apparently is a 2-meter tall bald man.
Okay, totally never want to meet this person in my entire fucking life, but thanks for telling me.
And
Gives her
Maggie's
phone
chuckling
back.
to herself as she takes her phone back.
And he like glances at Art, and you work for this person?
Work for whom?
This Tommy person?
And wait, did you get out of character? Sorry, I was talking to my sister. Did you just like make him Google Tommy?
No, he was made to Google Darth Bane, who Tommy was compared to, and came to his own conclusions.
Yeah, I work for Tommy.
Wait, you work for Tommy?
Is everyone?
Kind of my teacher?
Oh, God.
Are we all completely fucking insane here? I
Yeah.
live in a fucking monastery with someone who is apparently trying to get me killed. You have problems, and he points at Maggie, and you work for someone who is completely fucking terrifying.
She's not that terrifying.
Apparently, she's worse than Ms. Go Out and Play in Traffic because I'm fucking paranoid.
Why are you paranoid?
No, her. She's paranoid. I'm perfectly normal. No, he's not. No, he's not. OOC. No, he is fucking not.
Listen, have you pissed off Tommy?
I don't know. How'd she take the whole house thing?
Don't do it again. Without my permission.
Okay, so I guess as long as I steer clear of her, I don't have to worry about something infinitely worse than what happened today.
Yeah, totally. If you piss her off, she'll rape your mind.
Well, there you go then. We'll put that in a list of people I never want to fucking meet in my life.
She's honestly not that bad. If you stay on her good side.
Tell me, or Maggie's just totally like, totally that bad. Just mouthing it.
Maggie.
Look, we'll deal with that later if I ever leave the monastery again.
Anyway, now that you've had that little bit of enlightenment, you want to accompany me on something? A little bit of my own enlightenment?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Maggie,
Huh? What?
do you want to come?
Where?
Riverside
Everywhere.
Park.
Right here. Right now. Do it.
Riverside Park.
Oh, no, I think I'm gonna pass. Last time I went out and hung out with other mages, I ended up getting Paradox, and I still haven't gotten rid of it. And until I can find a way to bleed it off, I think I'm gonna sit on the sidelines.
Question real quick. When was the last time you did vulgar magic?
The last time I did a scene with you,
And how long ago was that?
couple weeks.
One paradox has mysteriously diverted itself away. Hey, it's almost as if you lay off the magics, it will lay off on you. That one I'm giving you to for free.
Should consider our options. Alright, let's check it out. Why not? Sure.
Cool.
It's like the sword of Damocles has decided to take a vacation, and you're not really sure if it's gonna come back.
Okay. So I guess we're going to catch a cab to Riverside Park.
Okay.
After locking up again.
Okay. There's a little old lady that seems to be picking up her rocker as you guys are leaving, and from the front window, she makes her way to the flower shop, looks at the clothes sign, and says, "Dagnabbit, always closing at the most inappropriate time. He's over to talk to that young man, and no respect to the elderly for the wisdom, for good worth ethic, always such a lazy, good for nothing."
Ma'am.
It's like, that was more just as background flavor. It's not really meant to be interacted with.
Okay, fair enough. You just gonna brush it off then.
Okay. Do. Fast forward a bit. The ride over there is mostly eventful, dinosaur attacks, meteor storms, talk of a new age cult moving through. Nothing really too substantial. You're mages. These things just happen all the time right now.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually make your way to Riverside Park. It is a very nice park. Where are you going to set up?
Arn was just gonna walk around and sort of make sure he is seen in Riverside Park.
Okay. Do any of the other players do anything?
No. Eric's very sure he's out of his depth here, so he's going to follow the more experienced people.
Okay.
That is where we are.
Maggie, Vinny?
Nada.
Okay. Do. You're walking by. There seems to be a number of people who are just sort of mulling about at the moment in winter or Wonderland gear. Here,
Oh, there was one thing.
yes.
Before we started walking around, Aaron is going to look back at the other two and is going to say the person that may or may not be meeting us here will probably refer to me as Alaric.
And he'll probably call me Ken.
Just letting you know. And
Okay.
then going.
Okay. It's about some time. You actually notice what looks to be a red-tailed hawk in Riverside Park, which apparently that's a thing. Did not know. Good to know. Interesting. Pretty cool. Do. Uh, you actually walk by. Since I was the newest. No. Okay. The no, what's? Oh, that's not, get myself for proper. Okay, that's interesting. I'll use that. Uh, the Joan of Arc statue at 93rd Street, or at least approximately thereabouts. That's there seems to be a man that seems to be wearing sunglasses, what looks like to be a bandana of nondescript of what's that? Of a weird symbols. Jeans seems to be twirling around on a yellow bicycle at the moment, and he also seems to be looks like to be a bell and an A are just sort of cleaning against his back frame. The letter A and a bell.
Hmm. He will. Aaron will turn and he'll start walking towards. He'll start walking towards this individual.
Okay.
And as
You
he's walking,
go ahead.
he will reach into the inside pocket of his suit jacket and he will pull out his sunglasses and he will put them on his face.
Okay.
And he is going to um, he's going to access spirit sight
Okay.
with
Go ahead and roll it for me.
with the glasses as a focus.
Yeah. You'll get a difficulty 3. Don't botch again like you did last time. That was fucking hilarious.
God damn. 2 successes.
Okay. This man before you, not sipping in and out of reality, more like sipping in and out of out of the conscious sections of your mind. But as you're concentrating more on him, you do notice that there seems to be not mechanics, more like a warping of You know, when a very, very hot day, when water would just sort of like create this horizon afterimage effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like on the concrete. You know what I'm getting at?
Hmm?
Sort of like on the concrete when it's really hot, that kind of effect.
Yeah.
He's sort of like pulling off that kind of effect in 2 extra, what you would think of as dimensions almost. Plus one on the time scale and one on the spatial scale. Well, as if he's here, but there's also something around him and something before him.
That's fun.
Are you wearing the right rose?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Do. The man on the yellow bicycle goes ahead and just sort of gears down a bit. It it studies you for a moment. Moment. It Do you look at him? Do you notice him? Do you actually concentrate on him?
I look at him and I'll concentrate.
Okay, okay. Eventually, he comes down to a stop. You know, you don't see many white roses around here.
Maybe not.
Are you the guy here I'm supposed to meet? He says as he's going to go ahead and reach behind him for the bell and the letter A. Clink, 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 clink. Ringing bells, buddy?
Yes. And who are you?
He's like, I'm not anywhere important. I'm just kind of a messenger. Here, he says as he's looking at you. Roll an awareness check.
All right. Awareness. I do not have any awareness. Wait, do I? Hold on. No, I do not.
Uh, in that case, just roll your 2 dice of a red tape, difficulty 6.
Okay. Nothing. I fail.
Okay, okay. He seems to give you an interesting breath, and then just sort of does up his kick scan, and there seems to be a little bit more rattling than what you would expect a kick scan and to take for the beat. But he sort of puts it to the side. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Monique, right? Like Long Island.
What was that?
Monique, what's the name of the place?
Montauk.
Thank you. Montauk, Long Island, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, well, the bitch sent me, okay. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but she suddenly started raving about butterflies, and I really don't want to be here today, so I'm kind of pissed off. So can we cut the bullcrap for a second?
Who sent you?
Do oh, my fucking. I was like, did you do? Oh crap! I forgot the name of this bitch. Oh shit. 1 second. My notes real quick. Aunt Elena. At Elena.
Elena?
It's like, wait, is that too cool? Yeah, Aunt Elena. Elena. She said something about not that random hussy again, and that beautified tart. Heard old people are weird sometimes.
As Aaron sort of raises an eyebrow, she sends you this Aunt Elena.
She's like, yep. Well, I'm just supposed to tell you that this is her. This is the address. Yes. And right now you seem to yeah, you look out. You're good.
What's the address?
It seems to be a place in Munich.
You mean Montauk?
There we go. Hey, the Montauk. The place is called Montauk, people.
All right. This is where this Aunt Elena is?
Yeah. By the way, why the fuck am I carrying around a bell and the letter A?
It's the answer to the question I gave.
It's like, okay, you guys are okay. If this is kind of like a newspaper jumble kind of thing, I'm really not getting it. So, am I done here? Can I go home?
Scavenger hunt.
Sorry, go on. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Great, fantastic. Yes, Dick. So are we cool here?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. The young man goes ahead and kicks back the bike. And just keeps on clicking away.
Holds out the address. I'm assuming it's written on something?
Looks like a piece of paper.
Holds it between...
Actually, no, not a piece of paper. A business card. There we go.
Alright, and what does the business card say?
Madame Elaine, Mademoiselle of the Crystal Arts, fortune teller extraordinaire, find your true love in 2 weeks or less.
Want to go see a psychic?
Sure, I haven't been mind-fucked enough today.
Maggie?
Maggie, when you say the word psychic, she narrows her eyes. Yeah, I think there's enough mind mages walking around these days. I'll pass.
Alright. I guess Aaron's gonna head over and get another cab.
Eric was given a mission. This does seem like another mage, so we're gonna go meet people.
Okay. Do. Let's put this in a hold for a minute. Montauk. Montauk, right?
Montauk.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's Montauk.
Montauk, the Mind Taker.
The what now?
Mintos, the Mind Delver. Mintalk, the Mind Explainer. Mindtalk, the blocker. It's Montauk. Okay, it's Montauk.
Montauk.
Yeah, it's Montauk. Okay, we get it.
Okay. You're in Montauk. What now?
Okay. I'm trying to see where my butterfly leads me, so.
It's like,
Fly, butterfly, fly.
the butterfly looks at you like it's confused. Like, what the hell are you doing? What are we doing here? Why did you take me here?
Well, the message did say about Montauk, so we're here.
Yeah, I've never been here before. Why the fuck are we here?
I was hoping to find the answer to that riddle, but hey,
We're supposed to know it.
if you don't need, yeah, I don't know. Here he gets out of some seeds. You know, kind of like sorry for your trouble.
It's like, it looks at the seeds. What am I supposed to do with this?
Wrong spirit. I'm sorry, I forgot what butterflies eat. This is a player fudging, not an actual character fudge. It's a wits and academics role. You know what butterflies eat?
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay! So what do butterflies eat?
Nectar.
Yep.
Nectar. Okay, he's going to look at the closest field of flowers that he can find. And, oh shit, we're in winter, right? I forgot. Nectar. What does, there are some juices that have nectar in it, but they're totally fake, so I don't know.
Like,
God damn fabricated juices.
well,
Hey,
there's always other means of recurring. I mean, you're at a place.
yeah, I'm going to go through the place, see where I can find the closest thing to nectar, and
Uh, there's a grocery shop, I guess, that has natural honey in like a jar, I guess.
thank you, voice in my head. And he goes to the grocery shop. Sorry, I'm trying to think at the 3:44 a.m., so bear with me. He goes and buys a jar of honey and pays for it, you know, and goes outside and goes into a more secluded area so that, hey, thanks for all your troubles. Have some honey.
Okay, he drinks the honey. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? You didn't really answer the riddle, and I'm kind of on the timetable here. So because it's gonna freeze very soon. I get back home.
Yeah, this is just hmm, interesting. He goes back into the. Hold on a sec. He tells to the butterfly, and he goes back. Do you know any, street magicians or kind of like gypsy? Not gypsy. What's the word? Roma that might be hanging around here.
Who are you talking to again?
The cashier.
The cashier looks at you and is like,
Entertainment value.
what? Uh, uh, try the hand reader down the street, I guess.
Thank you. I'll try that. I don't know. I'm new here, so I don't know what's fun. So
Okay, he says, giving the most polite smile he can muster while kind of getting annoyed, but still not saying anything because you're the customer. You're not allowed to say anything about this weird behavior.
okay, give me a Fanta orange, uh, or Mirinda orange, whatever you got there.
Yeah, sure. Click, to
Click, and he gives the money. You know.
like, okay. Slide drawer, put money in a drawer, slide the drawer back in.
Yeah, and he goes out from the shop and he goes to the palm reader down the street. Okay, I look at the shop entrance and he's like, what's the name of the palm reader's place?
Madame Elena.
Okay, he act, he goes inside, tries to find a bathroom, and he's like
Okay. So what you're
asking the
presented with is do a little story house. So one story. It seems that the front area that you currently step into has a patio out the front, and there's a little sign. There seems to be a little lobby. It currently says open. You open the door, I assume.
yep
Okay.
after
Do
knocking,
you
right
knock?
enough.
You knock. Do There's an opening to the door. It looks like to be a rather um hmm, well into middle age woman with very needless bits and bobs and decorations of hair, along with exaggerated glasses and a happy to see you smile. Hell, looks like jeans, hippie tied shirt, Heard various pendants and dibby bobs and let's go with sandals.
Wow, brave woman. Okay, so he'll be asking, hello there, are you Madam Elena?
Yep. No, sorry. Yep. 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 You. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yes, I am the Madame Elaine, in a fabulous, is psychic, world renowned, and I tell you good time. I tell you when you have next good time. I am expert in finding things, solving riddles, reading palms, educated guesses, is practical love advice, practical life advice, is yada yada yada. How can I help you?
Oh, I just have a riddle. Uh, actually, no. I'm trying to get in my palm read first and foremost, just so that I know if I still have good fortune in my future.
Oh, a
Prepare
brave,
for
strong man like yourself certainly has a lot of fortune in favor. But do come in, and it's going to be $20, $40, $40 to get to 20 bucks for each hand.
I'm sticking with my right hand, thank you. And he gives her $20.
Oh, very fantastic. Here's your hand. You see, these houses mean terrible troubles are befall you. And this one here is your lifeline. It seems you have a nice, prosperous life as long as you avoided some certain things. Oh, your intelligence, it is marvelous, it's splendid. But I can't. Oh, I couldn't tell you that. That would be just cheeky.
Okay, so do I have some unfortunate bad karma in my future that would kill me anytime soon?
Oh, yes, yes, a man like you, brave. Danger, of course. Always there is danger. Danger. But you are so strong and handsome and benevolent, and that surely you can overcome anything.
Okay. And yeah, he lets her finish her spiel, trying to see, okay, if she actually knows a bit of actual palm reading or is she just bullshitting him? Because I know out of character a bit about it.
You gonna roll for it?
Wits occult.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Stand diff.
I got one.
She's saying a lot of the right words, indicating a lot of the right pressure points and shit like that.
Oh, okay, so she has some training at least. Very well, and he lets her continue her spiel.
Yes, and a very frivolous diet will see you through the day.
Diet. Do I need to eat any fruit in particular?
It's like, pomegranates.
Pomegranates. An odd choice, but I'll see if people have it on sale. You never know,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
It's like, and of course, we could delve deeper and deeper into the mysteries, but that would be so extraneous on me, you know. I can't always do everything in this world to help everyone. I mean, it's just too much, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
with going to
is.
the shop and all, and trying to be nice to everyone, and tell everyone on what they need to do. I mean, it's quite a bit of a stress, you know. And I have so little monetary push power these days. I'm not exactly the scry young woman that I used to be, you know.
$20 more.
Okay, what you want to know?
Okay, I want to know something about today. I want to know why I'm here in Montauk in particular. If you find any signs,
Okay, roll to do perception awareness, difficulty 7.
sure. 1, 2.
Okay. Hey, she drags you over to a chair here and does some fliggity naggies. He's calling upon the spirit of the day, the dwelling place of the unknown. Please resonate the crystal so that we will know. And she says something like to the effect of, Aaron boy? Hey, you're here to figure out a mystery, a puzzle. Oh, definitely a puzzle. So, something that is not pressing on your mind, but is there someone else? Oh, you're here to feel something. And there are names about you before you that direct your attention.
Okay. He starts breathing, and he changes
Also,
his
fire for some reason.
his posture into a more yoga-like. Breathes in, breathes out, focuses his sight to perceive her aura.
Yeah,
I'm rolling. Let's see what happens. Boop. And taking my time.
yeah, okay, that's one success.
Yeah.
It's like, there seems to be something flickering in there in the inner shade, but you're not really particularly sure what it is.
I know that she used something, but I don't know what is or what type. Okay, brilliant. Fine. Um, Intelligence mage lore to figure out why the fuck is someone that is clearly has a posted sign outside doing real magic or just static magic, you know?
Throw it.
Intelligence mage lore. Let's see what happens. I have the successes, I guess, ish.
Greed possibly, or she needs money, or did you do probably more like greed?
Great. I can get behind that.
It's like the mages aren't always very holistic. Like, this is actually a misnomer that people need to stop spreading around. But mages are just people as much as anyone that have very basic need wants. This one just needs money.
Okay. So she has some power. I give her that. Well, uh, thank you for your time. Do you have any? Uh, do you know if there is a motel room somewhere in town that is on the cheaper side?
That is way too crowded for me. I just cannot see that far outside. Too far away from me.
10 more bucks.
It's like still too far. Way too far.
10 more bucks.
There you go, buddy. Buddy, don't cheap change me. It's like there's a place off this side. Paid 60 bucks for the night, $10 for an hour, or depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Do. And really quickly, actually, let's roll this.
Yep.
Yes, I.
What do you need me to roll?
No, I'm rolling shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's the worst thing that could happen to you right now?
Uh, Tripping and falling into a tree.
Yes, don't bullshit me.
Okay,
Okay.
let me think. What else would be bad? My moped suddenly breaking, and I need to repair
Closer,
it.
but closer, but I'm not gonna go that direction this time. Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
do, do, do.
what are you looking for, ST, so that I can give you the
No,
answer you seek?
don't worry about it. I got it. Do, do, do. It's around this time that the bliggering, blaggering, everything's slaggy, meaning another other ho 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 nonsense. It's that two other people pull up in the cab and actually do find themselves in front of this one-story household business.
Okay. Who are they? Ish?
Look at the other players.
Aaron gets out. Same description as before. He's wearing a suit, um, with a red tie. There's a white rose on the lapel. His red hair, um, is bound back in a tight braid. Sometime in the cab ride, he put his sunglasses back into the pocket of the inside of his jacket.
Okay.
And
And
then,
then
Bob,
is, just out of curiosity, is Ken with you?
I think so.
Yeah, Eric's with him. Flavio, I believe your character and him have met before.
Yeah, remember that
Yeah.
one Euthanatos that we
Yeah.
drank together and
Yeah,
has
so the guy who gets out with Aaron, you remember this guy? That's Ken. I mean, he's a bit of a fucking weirdo, but he seemed nice enough, right?
yeah. So it's like, oh, hey Ken. Uh,
And
sorry.
the Akashic waves back. Hey, man, how you doing?
Uh, he looks at the one next to Ken, kind of quizzically, kind of like, you know,
Oh, he looks at Aaron because he realizes he's already forgotten the guy's preferred name in these situations.
You can call me Alaric.
He's cool.
uh, like us, cool, or
Yeah, yeah, like totally. He was the first one of us I met.
okay. I I literally need to figure out the riddle, but uh, you go do your thing, and I'll be at this motel. And he's kind of like telling him about the cheap ass motel that he'll be there.
Oh,
You
oh,
know, if you need me.
okay.
I'm trying to really solve a riddle that. Uh,
What riddle is that?
he comes in a bit closer because he's in the middle of the street now. You know, and gets in Ken as well because he doesn't want to actually.
Team huddle.
Yeah. So I received a riddle through more interesting means, shall I put it, about a certain name of a certain green thumb that has made her home in Montauk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out, but the only uh, seemingly interesting-ish person that I've seen is Madame Elena inside. So it might be her, it might be someone else. I'm not sure. I have too little evidence. I need to collect my thoughts first and foremost before I do anything else.
I need to see something really quick.
Yeah, right?
All right, all right. Um, Alaric sort of smiles and he says, "If you don't know the answer to the riddle, then it doesn't involve you." And it wasn't.
Oh, that's cold. That's real cold.
Well,
It
it
wasn't.
came in.
It was a question. If you don't know the answer, then there's nothing I can gain from your input. Sorry to say that.
Oh, I have means of finding it, so there's that. I just need to rest a bit and then.
I don't think you're understanding, my friend. I put the question out.
Huh.
I know the answer. If you had given the butterfly the correct name, there would have been a message for you. But you don't know who I'm. You don't know the information that I'm seeking.
Oh well, it's a challenge. Interesting. So you're the one that sent that butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Are you a green thumb?
Unfortunately, I'm not necessarily green. I just do occasional planting, but not in the green thumb variety.
Then my issue is not with you. My questions are not for you. I have no problem with you.
Very well. Just expect fire, because that's what the lady inside told me.
Fair enough.
So, anyway, I'm going to search something, and if my path will cross with you, then it will. If it won't, it won't. I don't know the future.
Neither do I. And Alaric will offer his hand. Sorry to waste your time.
No worries. I'm Corey Snowblind.
Nice to meet you.
Anyway, it's a good meeting you can. If you need my help in any way, I'll be at the motel. I'll be taking a bit of a nap.
Yeah, man, sure. Um,
You know
I,
my you know my phone.
you know what? I think I still have that piece of paper.
Good to know. I would have given it another go if you really needed it, but you know, it's your thing, it's your show. If I'm needed, I'm needed. If I'm not, I'm not. You know, no hard feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what my involvement is in whatever bullshit happens, and I'm going to be off on my way. So I'll see you two later if I see you, and if not, well, have a pleasant journey.
You as well.
Yeah, man. You too.
And he goes off to his moped and rides towards the motel.
Huh.
What?
You know, I get it. I think there's supposed to be like millions and millions of years of stuff. But I think we'd all probably get a lot more done if we didn't constantly talk in riddles.
We would, but riddles are put it like this. Just because it's called paranoia doesn't mean there isn't an invisible demon behind you ready to eat your face.
Yeah, it's starting to dawn on me.
And Alaric is going to walk up to the door and knock on it.
Okay. You knock on the door, you rasp on it. There's something inside. Just a minute, just a minute. And tell me, Lark, uh, your character,
Yeah.
how much is the family resemblance in him
To what?
to your grandmother?
She adopted him, remember?
Oh,
He calls her his grandmother because she. It's sort of an annoying thing. Like, Grandma,
okay,
don't call
fair
me
enough,
that.
fair enough. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we open the door. The one before you notices you. You know, it's like, welcome to Madame Elena. It's a little lobby Cadove from Cabin of Mystery. Insight and Turbulations. How may I help you today? Would you like to come in?
Yes.
Please do. Oh, come in. Such a handsome gentleman. And your friend, the scruffy looking rabbit behind you.
If he doesn't get stopped, he'll come in.
Yeah, you're welcome inside as well.
Okay.
It's like, how may Madame Elena and, are you still wearing the white rose?
Yep.
Okay. And how can I help the little lost flower there?
I'm looking for someone associated with my grandmother.
Oh, so we're looking for family relations, connections. That I do. That I do from some time to time. Is she? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Question. What's your body language state right now?
Reserved. Rigid.
Okay. Do. Let me roll this real quick. Do. Okay. Sort of a neutral read. She is someone from your past, someone you haven't seen in a long time, someone who that you cared deeply about? Question mark.
My grandmother? Yes.
Music, and you're worried about some kind of something that was left behind by her, or something of immense value. Am I correct?
No.
But she did leave you something, didn't she?
She did.
But then if not anything that is left behind with someone that is past, inherently more valuable, well, not of the very cash oriented. He says, clenching her finger, hers dropping very slowly, but more of the emotional side as well.
Look, your man gave us this address. I'd appreciate it if the bullshit was dropped.
Like, okay, Joffrey, you little pissant, I told you. Okay, Annabelle was a little tart. We all knew it. I don't know where you came into her life, but when I know her, she's still my fucking boyfriend.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Well, she's dead now.
I bet she's trying to steal my ghost boyfriend then.
Don't know.
Is that a thing?
Sometimes people get weird. People get weird ideas in this game, I think.
Her.
Like, have you heard about the Angel of Death that's currently begging that green-haired chick, I think? I can cough too. It doesn't mean anything.
No, that was like a startled. Because
Um,
Aaron knows exactly who she's talking.
but Eric doesn't. Wow, today's been a great day for me to learn shit. Apparently, angels of death have to get like that too.
He's
Can we stick to the point?
It's like, well, the point is that we're really not sure metaphysically what it means to get fucked with. And she's delving deep into that research that many of us do not dare tread past.
who is delving?
The chick with the green hair.
Right. However, I'm more concerned with finding those people that Annabelle was associated with.
Well, I can get. Well, I suppose I.
I have a very important question to ask them.
She's giving you that look like she really doesn't want to help you right now. Like she's really not incentivized to do so.
What
Okay.
do you want in return?
Okay, now we're talking numbers. So, just to answer me this one quick question. Are you rated by blood or by practice?
She adopted me when I was 16.
Okay. Okay. So, so when did she have that little time of the month where she just go off of sometimes and then sometimes she come back a little stranger?
We used to go for hikes every month.
You went with her?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes come back with the strange ideas in your head of waking up, of talking to plants and herbs, like you're really high but you're really not at the same time?
I've been able to do that ever since the day she died.
He's like, okay then. Wait, what? Wait. An heir to power? No, no, there's no such thing as an heir power. No, no, no. Complete full. Like, that's a ridiculous myth. It's not possible. But then again, there are the stories of King Arthur and Merlin and his prodigy. No, that's ridiculous. Yes, so, wait. Explain.
What do you mean?
Explain. I mean, how did she give you her power?
She didn't.
You said that when she passed away, you rose up. You startled yourself. You woke up one night in a very, very quick sweat. Am I right?
No. She died in my arms while a demon bitch looked on her corpse and laughed. And I saw a man, and he spoke to me. He told me what I was.
Okay, boy. What are you?
The same as she was, if a little bit.
Witch? A succubi? A warlock? A tart? Are you going to steal my ghost boyfriend?
I'm not stealing anyone's ghost boyfriend.
I'm pretty sure I don't even have a boyfriend.
It's like You sure? Because you guys seem awfully close.
And turns red as a fire hydrant.
I can see your two paths intermingling, interplacating each other, and at different times exuberating a bit of joy. You guys sure you're not She touches her fingertips. All right. Let's stop horsing hawk shit. Okay. Can you do me a solid? Can you use what was gifted to you to help me do me a solid?
Depends on what it is.
She goes off from their crystal ball for a second, sort of reaches behind her sort of opens the door, colors some things, pulls out a discolored cigarette and a lighter. You know, I haven't smoked for fucking years. Okay, there's the fire. And for a brief instant, the fire seems to jump on its own volition. And she lights a cigarette, takes a lighter, sits down on the down on the table, pushes away the crystal ball. Okay, this little doohickey right here. You know what it is?
What is she pointing at?
The lighter, the light of flame.
Okay. It's fire.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it looks like fire, but what is it?
It's energy.
Okay, fair enough. Now, what if you made that energy animate, with a life of its own, with an idea of its own?
You'd have a spirit of fire.
Okay, looks at the lighter again. So what is it?
A representation. Potential.
It's like you're saying the right things, yes. But what is? She points at the lighter and flames out. Is that? First question.
A tool.
Are, are, are you sure that you're not related by blood?
The way it was explained to me, well, this is mostly all what we will it to be, isn't it?
Some people believe that. Some people believe a lot of different things. But there's no fucking fuel in that lighter, and it's still light.
It's a focus.
You're getting closer, but let me pull out my fucking book, because I've got to pull out this fucking book. Okay, there's a hierarchy of these things, okay? Hey, there's Pyros, there's Helios, there's the Phoenix, there's a lot of other things. But this little guy right here is at the bottom of the fucking list. This, and I have a problem with it.
Why do you have a problem with it?
Because it's acting like a thing. Like, it's acting like it has a mind of its own. It's not supposed to. So,
Why not?
I don't know. That's the problem. That's not really my thing. Hey, but you have her power, so I'm wondering. This thing came from a very particular place. Case, if you can backtrace that thing for me, I'll give you her fucking.
I don't know if you needed a fork or a spoon, so.
Okay. Udon. I have her fucking yearbook.
Her yearbook.
Yeah, I stole it from her after she stole my boyfriend.
I'm not really. He sort of sighs for a second. I suppose it's as good a place as any to start.
It's like we were supposed to go to prom together. I had a nice flowery dress let out and everything.
So if it isn't your thing,
Hmm.
how did you speak with the butterfly?
He's like, do. Who goes out and to the back for a little bit, rustles through the clothing. Here we go. Pulls up what looks to be an old-time muted phonogram. There we go. It's like, this little toy right here. I picked it up off Europe some time ago. Oh, but unfortunately, I never been able to use it quite well for myself. But then that little fucking butterfly just flew right into this little thing and started speaking to me.
All right. So it spoke to you.
It's like, it gave me the question. I yelled out insanities. It gave me a second message. Yes, and I sent my way to go after to see what it is. You're not here to kill me, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
Or, are you gonna kill me?
No.
He's looking at the fortune teller. He knows Arin's probably not gonna kill him.
It's like the tangled weaves of fate and time and spiritual espedes, and say hey, a couple of different things. But it sets you die someplace else.
Oh. Well, at least it's not now.
Yeah, that's great. Incidentally, the place where I picked this thing up, he says, pointing at the lighter, happens to be a cheap motel that hookers use.
Give me a second. And he is going to put on his sunglasses again. And he's gonna look at this old woman.
Okay.
And he's gonna activate Spirit Sight.
Okay, yeah, that works for me.
2
Roll them
successes.
bones. Okay. This
Does
woman
she-
seems to be... Oh, go ahead.
Does she have the telltale or like the telltale marks of being a mage?
Yes and no. Oh, it seems that there is certainly the spike of potentiality, the spike of change, the spike of inevitability, but it seems to be narrower in concept than what most people decide it is. And with the spirit side is that little flame right there is really, really angry, right? And it's looking at you, like it wants to dive into you. And the megaphone behind her seems to resonate very well with the spirit projections that you are presenting to it. Also, she seems like she's very frustrated, possibly sexually.
Fine. He'll look at the little lighter, and he'll sort of bring the sense, the spirit sense of his eyes, and he'll extend it to his throat.
Okay.
What has you angry, little one?
Dive into your head. Dive into your head. And boil the water. Boil the water. Let me into your head. I can jump into your head. And I can make all the bad thoughts go away. I can burn, fry, burn. And I will leave you dry as and then I will jump again. That's what I will do. That's what my brothers and sisters will do. Let me jump into your head. Jump into your head.
I'm not gonna let you jump into my head.
Make a willpower check real quick.
Let me just check something. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, wow. You feel the onset of what could be a headache, like is if you've had a sudden brain freeze or you couldn't really play. This little thing, the wire seems to briefly try to snuff out, but then go back to its former or little sitting. Hey, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Nope. First, you gotta tell me what has you so angry.
I burn things. That's what I want to do. I want to burn everything. Everything is burning. I want to burn everything. Hey, my brothers and sisters will burn everything. My brothers and sisters will burn the weak, burn the dumb, burn the idiot. Yes, we will burn everything. I will burn it all, burn it all, burn it all. Oh, flames of light, like licking, melting paint melting steel beams, and little pieces of your little fondest memories of flowers and puppy dog. To burn to a crisp. Yes, burn everything, turn everything to normal. I'll stay everything. And
What if I promise to let you burn a whole bunch of things?
burn all things! Burn all things! Burn all things! That's his answer. He wants to burn things.
I promise to give you the opportunity to grow into a blaze. A blaze worthy of remembering.
Ah, brothers and sisters come too. Brothers and sisters come too. Burn all things. Burn all things. Burn all memories. Burn all the bad memories.
You will burn some.
Then I will burn memories. Burn minds. Burn flesh. Burn, burn.
Don't worry. You have to do one thing for me, though.
Burn. Talk burn.
For now. For now. You have to calm down. Just a little bit.
I go quiet. It's like, do me a charisma plus expression or subterfuge. Difficulty, difficulty 7.
I don't have either of those. I do have intimidation, though.
You really want to force this thing down?
Hmm?
You want to browbeat this thing down to shutting up?
Hmm. Not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a sense of it.
Okay. You can do a charisma check, difficulty 8 to try to calm it down for a bit. Or I will, and then afterwards I'll let you do the what the fuck is this thing roll.
Okay. Can I spend a willpower?
Sure.
All right. Sweet. 2 successes.
God damn, you only have 2 charisma. Okay. Sleep, save fuel, save the burning. I'll be back. I'll be back. And it seems that the tiny spirit that you've been talking to has returned itself into the lighter. That's the Madame Elena is like, that's impressive.
Do you have a fireplace, ma'am?
He's like, I guess I have a fireplace. I don't typically use it until it's like the winter, so it's over there. He points at a back room. I get, okay. The central wall of this one-story house apartment thingy, they certainly does have a fireplace.
When you do use your fireplace, because winter is coming, use that lighter.
He's like, I'm not using that lighter.
He wants to burn things. The more
Well,
things.
whatever you said to that thing is between you and it.
All right. Then will you part with the lighter then?
Yeah, go ahead, take it.
Cool. So, what else did you need me to do?
He's like, go over to that shitty motel and figure out where this game came from, why it's here, what it's going here, and figure out what this fucking brothers and sister thing is.
Its brother and sisters are probably more fire.
Well, then I would start with that project then. It's like, hey, just so I'm doing this in good faith. She goes over into the back room. Takes her a bit of time. You see a rustling of chairs and boxes. Fucking box. There's a slight crash. Okay. Pulls out what looks to be a rather not ancient, but certainly something from the 70s and 60s, 70s and 60s, or possibly 80s, depending on what time frame you're doing with. Old yearbook, but it seems to have some entered high school that we would figure out later. Heavenly Host High School, that's what it is.
Heavenly Host High School?
Yep.
Okay.
Hands it over. Deal with that thing. And try not to get everyone killed.
I'll try not to. And she hands me the yearbook too?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Not a problem. She says, looking at that thing. Actually, now that it's your ownership, I actually feel a lot more relieved. That was a good thing I did today.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
One question.
Hmm?
She turned into a MILF, didn't she?
I wouldn't know.
Well, you definitely know how to pick the pick the cubs then. But shh. Okay. I'm gonna allow a
Yeah. He looks at her and he goes, "The woman raised me. She saved me."
Right, raise and not groom. But shh.
That's kind of
I'm
fucked
gonna stop
up,
doing
man.
that now. Actually.
That's seriously fucked up. That's not me speaking out of character. Eric is actually speaking aloud.
What?
He's looking directly at the fortune teller lady.
It's not the first time.
Are we good, man?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, because
And I'm just He's just looking at the fortune teller. It's just I'm trying to find out why those she was associated with let her die alone.
We all die alone, sweetie. Death is the last door that we all step through alone. You have to. It's required. Unless you've heard some suicide cult, then and pretty much, yeah, go with it.
Still.
Okay. Do me a favor and talk amongst yourselves for a moment, and I'll go take care of something real quick.
Okay, so let's recap here.
Yup.
This lady is batshit insane,
Yup.
and you came to the crazy lady to figure out why a bunch of people fucked over your
Grandmother.
grandma. Okay, so maybe you've been in this longer than me. You know, Aaron will notice that like Eric's become vaguely more familiar with him than he is around most people, like I say Maggie, and he has an easier time speaking. All right, they fucked over grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked at the kind of company you've been keeping lately?
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't clicked with you in any way, shape, or form that maybe something about this power inevitably turns us all into raging sociopaths? And that might be the fucking answer.
That's crossed my mind.
Well,
But I have a decision to make.
is this about learning or getting even?
This is about learning. I have a very important decision to make, and I want to make sure that I'm making it with the most amount of information that I can get.
Oh. Okay. Once
Not
you
only
make that
that.
decision,
Hmm?
and once you make that decision,
Then I start working towards learning how to kill the bitch that killed her.
okay. Sounds fair. I just gotta tell you, man, like, just because we're like these people in some ways doesn't mean we have to be just like them. You know that, right?
I know.
That's all I got.
Look, I understand. And I understand that this is this wasn't easy. We're
Dude,
no longer part, and I'm assuming this is outside of the building.
probably.
Yeah,
We are
totally.
no longer part of a world where the biggest worry that we have is taxes.
I didn't have to worry about that anyway. I'm dirt poor.
So am I.
Yeah.
However, but do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it, but I'm fucking telling you. Like, yeah, I'm new at this, but you're still a person.
Who
You
is?
still have control over you. Or at least you should.
I do have control. That's why I'm making the conscious choice to work on this. Because Anna took something from me. She took everything that my world was.
And this is going to bring it back?
No, it's not. But it's the next best option I have. Besides, she has something. Something that is not letting Annabelle. Something that is not letting Annabelle cross over.
Okay, you probably should have led with that. I would have hopped right aboard the Murder Express.
She took a part of Annabelle when they fought, when she killed him. And I need that back.
Well, she said go make friends. I guess you can count me in.
Fair enough. Still, I think I should talk. I need to talk to Maggie about this because, and he'll hold out the lighter. If this thing has friends, then we're going to need help.
Are we 100% sure that we want to involve a paranoid sociopath with anything to do with fire?
She's not a sociopath.
She literally suggested to me that I light people on fire.
And lo and behold, you have the tool now.
Maggie, from what I can tell, Maggie has had a very hard life. And she needs to know that she can trust people for a very long time before she actually trusts them.
You know, okay, and try not to take offense to this. Am I like literally the only person in this overarching society of ours who just grew up in a normal fucking house with normal people that died of normal ass diseases late in life? Am I the only one without a tragic backstory?
Besides your current situation.
Oh, yeah, but that's like his current life. It's not his backstory.
I don't know. The only thing that I had a normal life, pretty much. I was raised in orphanages and foster homes. And when I was 14, I got involved with a pretty rough crowd, a growing gang. They made me feel like I belonged. I really don't know anymore. Convinced me to knock over this old lady's shop. That old lady's shop happened to be Annabelle's, the shop you were in earlier. She managed to not get me sent to juvie. Don't know how. And after helping out in her flower shop, for a couple of years, she adopted me. And my life was normal. It was very normal.
And you'll always remember her at that time when you were busting in there, that sudden shock of awakening, and that sudden very, very strong hand gripping your shoulder blade. Much too strong for a woman her age. Much too strong.
And the only tragic thing that I have is that one day somebody with an aura darker than your jacket decided that she needed to die.
And that person's keeping her from doing whatever she's got to do, which probably sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Because she has her arm in a cookie jar.
yeah, you've convinced me. Let's go kill the shit out of her.
Okay. Do.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want to continue this, Trent, because this
It's
thing.
like I feel the kind of wrapping up at this time, I think, which is a good time. I was willing to let you guys run as long as you want to, but
Yeah. Because I need to do some research on flame spirits.
It's like,
And
oh,
Eric-
you just don't want to run headlong in, then, because I've got all the time in the world right now.
No, see, the last time I ran headlong in, I wound up with a shadow demon in my room.
It was like, oh, that has to be just a one time. They're just a one-time thing. They couldn't happen again, could it?
And
Hey,
Eric
Trent.
finally has a good reason to withdraw things from the armory.
Hey,
Okay.
Trent. Can I do my dream thing?
It's like, what's your dream thing?
Yeah, literally going to the room that I rented and do the whole, meditative stance, lucid dreaming, see what the fuck is the butterfly about, and be on my merry way back home.
It's like, you know what the butterfly is? Did you do?
Yeah, I just need to find the answer because I'm literally just perceiving the dream because I have the dream background.
But no, you see, Alaric told you.
Oh. Okay. I'm a big dum-dum because it's already 5 in the morning. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
man. It's
He's going to say the answer is Alaric
no.
to the butterfly.
It's like, no, the answer is not Alar.
Alaric. The dude
Alaric
that
is still
was
not the right answer.
Okay, I need to do the dream thing. Fine.
It's like,
Uh,
okay. Very basic. Make the roll. Just make the roll real quick.
Yeah, perception, dream, I think. Oh no, that was just after meditation. So, shit. Okay, what's meditation then? I have successes, so it's good. Now
Okay.
perception, dream.
And
I have successes, I'm good. I have that thing, I peer into the dream itself, and I...
okay. This is what you're getting. The one who initially wrote the message probably already knows the answer. And possibly it was meant and secreted in code so that only people that he really wanted to that really knew the answer could, here's somebody run it down. There are different things you could do to backtrace that, but you have the mystery of the butterfly in hand. But he's just not going to tell you that if your answer is right or not because you did not give him the right code word.
Yeah, so I'm going to call up Ken. Ring, 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 ring. Ken, pick up your phone. I really want to end the scene, please. Pick up the phone.
Yeah,
Bob,
What's up?
I'm literally calling your character.
Okay. The ringer goes off a few times before Eric finally answered. Yeah, hello? Hello?
Hi, dude. It's Corey.
Hey, man, what's up?
Could, that dude just tell the this little fucker right here's answer so that I can go home. Because apparently I don't have anything else to do in this forsaken town, so
Wait, so you want me to put him on the phone?
yeah, please.
Okay, you hear mumbled stuff in the back. Like, I don't fucking know. Did you just want to take the fucking phone already?
God damn it. Hello?
Hello, dude.
What's up?
Listen, I'm sorry to bother you for this, but I'm literally on the mission to just fucking give this butterfly the answer and just go home. Uh, I don't want to get into your business if I can, so can I please just go home? If
You
you,
could have gone home a long time ago.
yeah, but this is basically the mission as to why I'm here to find the answer to your riddle.
I told you what the riddle was.
I already knew beforehand. I just
It was a code so that those that knew the answer to the riddle could find me.
and I found you, but this dude is still here. So
Okay,
could you
fine.
just tell him because he's
Save
putting on the
the butterfly
phone?
spirit. Annabelle.
Okay, so it's Annabelle. Is it the right word?
It's like 1 second. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Riverside Park with the right white rose. That's what it responds with.
Okay, cool. And it said something about Riverside Park with the right rose.
You don't
Thank you.
need to do that. You don't need to do that. That's okay. That was
Thank you. I can go home now. That was literally the only reason why I went into this place. So,
okay.
thank you for clearing that up. I'm
But
sorry to
listen,
have bothered you.
it's okay. But listen, if you have any information, do you have a piece of paper next to you?
I can literally type. Because, okay, go.
All right. If you have any information on fire spirits, call this number.
Okay, cool. I'll. And he
Yep.
thinks a bit with and
Go ahead.
unbuilt protocols.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. How much of info dump do you want, Aaron?
Um, Blue Book it?
Okay. Do do do
Yeah,
do.
basically Trenton will be giving you what Corey would have been telling you, so that I can actually go to bed. Please let me go to bed.
Ugh. Okay,
Sorry.
okay, 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 okay. Do do do. This scene can come to a close. If you guys would want to continue and do with the second part, page, which is really more of a climax rather than the second part anyway, I'm cool with that. Just give me a schedule. We can schedule after the scene. So really quickly, starting with Corey, since you want to go to sleep. Nate,
Yes.
final thoughts, final feelings. What you doing?
Well, now that I finally got to actually do the thing that I was going for, he's feeling a lot more relieved, and he's going to go back home, where he's going to say to what's her face, because I'm
Morgan?
literally that tired. Yes, I did a thing. I'm going to bed now.
Did a
So
what?
I solved the clue that
What was it?
yeah, I met the dude that was in the message.
Okay then.
That's it. Case closed. It was nothing interesting. And he goes up the stairs, back to his room, and then plops down to sleep because he's tired. It
Okay,
was an
whatever.
eventful evening. So, whatever.
Next, Aaron,
Um, what do you need?
final thoughts, final feelings.
Just that I really need to. Well, pretty much the decision has been made because if nobody that he intended to find the message is contacting him, then he has to go talk to Tommy about what he needs to do. And
Okay.
he has to go find out what this stupid little fire spirit thinks wants to do with its brothers and sisters. The yearbook he's going to investigate. Maybe there's someone that might know something.
Okay.
Something more.
Eric, Bob.
You know, I might not be good at casting magic yet. And I might not have a lot of social skills. But we're headed to Murder Town, and that's my fucking jam. And more importantly, I'll finally be able to check shit out of the armory. Today has been a good day.
Be sure to make a halfway stop between here and Pyro and Arson Mania. It's gonna be a fun time.
Darn tootin'.
Yup.
I encourage all the players here to come back again to continue this investigation into the origin of the lighter, which seems to be a hotel, which Corey has decided to sleep at. And I'd like to thank all the players for playing, all the players for watching, and please do come back again. And this is Tale for Flowey.
For Flowey.